Now we'll see some examples on these polynomials. So we'll be able to understand what we have studied on the classification of polynomial. Now suppose if I give you like some examples, like some auxiliary expressions, like first is x square plus root 2 into x plus 5, second is x square plus root x plus 3. Now third, suppose if I taken as x plus 1 by x. Fourth, I have taken it as x square plus x plus 1 divided by x. And suppose one more I will take like x cube plus x square plus x divided by x. So some algebraic expression I have taken. Now if I ask you to tell me which of these algebraic expressions are polynomial and which are not, so how to find it? If we take the first example or first algebraic expression, that is x square plus root 2 into x plus 5. So this algebraic expression is definitely a polynomial. So it is a polynomial. Why it is a polynomial? Because in this the power of the variable is actually a non-negative integral value. So definitely power here of x here is 2 and power of x here is 1. It is a non-negative integral value. So definitely this algebraic expression is a polynomial. Now if we take the second example, that is x square plus root x plus 3. Now if we simplify it, what we'll get? X square plus x raised to the power 1 by 2. Root x means x raised to the power 1 by 2 plus 3. So definitely this algebraic expression does not have a variable whose power is non-negative integer. In this one variable, that is x, is having the power 1 by 2, and 1 by 2 is not a non-negative integer. It is actually not a integer. So 1 by 2 is actually a rational number, and we have already studied that power of the variable should not be a rational number and also should not be a negative number. It should be a positive number, or you can say 0 also we can take, but it should be an integer. And in this, the power of this is not an integer. So definitely this is not a polynomial. Now in the third example, if we take, it is expression is x plus 1 by x. Now if we simplify, what will get? X plus x raised to the power minus 1. 1 by x, if we simplify, what will get? X raised to the power minus 1. Now again, if you see here, that definitely one variable is having the power 1 and other variable x is having the power minus 1. So this one is okay, x raised to the power 1, this one is okay, because in this case the power is non-negative integral value. But if we take the second x or second term of this polynomial, of this algebraic expression, second term is having the power minus 1. Second term is the variable which is having the power minus 1. So it is a negative integer. So as you have already studied, that power should be a non-negative integer. So definitely this is also not a polynomial. So power of variable, all the variables, if we consider in an algebraic expression, power of all the variables should be a non-negative integer. So that's why third example or third algebraic expression is also not a polynomial. Now if we see the fourth algebraic expression, if we simplify it, what we'll get? X plus 1 plus 1 by x. If we further simplify it, it's x plus 1 plus x raised to the power minus 1. Again, as the variable is x, so in this one of the term is having the one of the term is the variable which is having the power negative integer. So definitely this is also not a polynomial. And now if we consider the last algebraic expression, and if we simplify it, what we'll get? X square plus x plus 1. And definitely this is a polynomial, because in this power of the variable is a non-negative integer. So in this way we have to find out which algebraic expressions are polynomial and which are not. Now we'll see one more example. Now if I give you again some algebraic expressions like x minus 7x square plus 8x cube plus 9. Now and next will be 2 raised to the power 3. Now next will be x square plus xyz plus 1, and next will be 0. So these are the 4 algebraic expressions, and if we observe it, all these 4 are polynomials. So we do not have to find out whether they are polynomials or not, because all these are polynomials. In this case, what we need to find out? We need to find out the degree of all these algebraic expressions. So now if we observe these algebraic expressions, what we see, first algebraic expression, if you observe, first expression is x minus 7x square plus 8x cube plus 9. So if you need to find out the degree, what we need to do? We need to take the highest power of the variable. And if, as you see, the variable here is x, and the highest power of x here is 3. Because this x has the power 1, this x has the power 2, this x has the power 3. So definitely the highest power is 3. So degree of this polynomial is equal to 3. So this is the way to find out the degree. In the same way, if we need to find out the degree of the second polynomial is 2 raised to the power 3. And as we know, 2 raised to the power 3, if we simplify, what we'll get? We'll get equal to 8. And as we know, 8 is a constant. And because there is no variable part with this 8, so definitely as there is no variable part, so definitely this is the polynomial with degree 0, because 8 is a constant and it has no variable part. So it means the degree of this polynomial is 0. Now in the same way, if we take the third polynomial, we observe the third polynomial. Now what will be the degree in the third polynomial? Third polynomial, as we have taken it as x square plus xyz plus 1. Now if we observe that x is a variable and it is having the power 2. In the second term, there are 3 variables, that is x, y and z. And definitely as there are 3 variables, so to find out the degree of this, we need to add up the power of these 3 variables, because all these 3 variables will consider to be as the single term, as they are not separated by plus or minus. So definitely power of x is 1 here, power of y is 1, power of z is 1. And if we add up, what we'll get? 3. So it means degree of this polynomial is 3. It is not 2, because sometimes many people will think that power of x is 2, that's why degree is 2. But in the second term, x, y and z, all 3 are variables, and we need to add up the power of all these 3 variables to get the degree. So degree again here is 3. And in that fourth case, as we see, the polynomial is 0. And as we know that in the case of 0 polynomial, power of the variable is not defined. So it means degree is not defined in the case of fourth polynomial, that is 0. So power of this polynomial is not defined, that's why degree is also not defined. So in this way we need to find out the degree. Now we'll see one more example. Like if I take any polynomial, let's take any polynomial x raised to the power 20 into y raised to the power 20 into z raised to the power 10. And now if I will need to find out the degree of this polynomial. What do I need to do? How to find out degree of this polynomial? As x, y, z are variable, and the x raised to the power 20 into y raised to the power 20 into z raised to the power 10 is considered to be as a single term, because these are not separated by plus or minus. So as we consider them as the single term, so what we need to do? We need to add up the power of these 3 variables to get the degree. So that is, degree will be 20 plus 20 plus 10. So this is the polynomial which is having degree equal to 50. So in this way, we need to find out the degree of these polynomials.